breathtaking natural beauty, rich in resources, culture, and a dynamic workforce, is already on a positive growth, heading to graduate from the least developed countries category in 2026. Its young and dynamic population, a strategic location at the crossroads of Asia, and a growing appetite for progress, is poised to become a regional beacon of inclusive growth and innovation. This summit marks a critical opportunity to showcase Nepal's immense potential to global investment and provide a multi-stakeholder platform to exchange and interact. Both from hydropower and renewable energy to sustainable agriculture, tourism, and the technology sector, Nepal offers diverse and lucrative investment avenues that promise meaningful contributions to the nation's development trajectory. We, at the UN Trade and Development Conference, have long recognized Nepal's great investment potential as showcased in the investment guide and the investment policy review we undertook specially for the country. According to our study, Nepal has made significant strides in recent years, demonstrating a strong will to create a conducive business environment. The government's effort to streamline regulations, enhance infrastructure and institutional capacity, and promote transparency are encouraging signs for potential investors, together with the very ambitious policy agenda that has been proposed. Policies like the new Foreign Investment and Technology Transfer Act, Industrial Enterprise Act, Public-Private Partnership Act, IP Policy and Labor Law are important reforms in Nepal, along with several other investment-related policies in the pipeline to improve its business environment. As Nepal continues on this path, ensuring a level playing field for both domestic and international investors will be essential to attracting the scale of investment needed to reach its full potential. We must also prioritize investments that empower women, youth, bridge social divides, and that address Nepal's unique vulnerability to climate change. Investing in green technologies, resilient infrastructure, and climate-smart agriculture is not merely a profitable choice, but an urgent necessity for Nepal's long-term prosperity and security. We at UNCTAD stand as a steadfast partner to Nepal on this journey. Our reports, conferences, and technical programs are available to support the government in creating policy frameworks that promote sustainable investment, build capacity, and foster technological innovation. Distinguished guests, the opportunities before Nepal are vast. By working together, government, the private sector, investors, civil society, and international partners, we can unlock Nepal's potential and build a future where economic growth, social progress, and environmental sustainability go hand in hand. Let this summit be a catalyst for bold action, innovative partnerships, and a resounding commitment to a prosperous and inclusive future for Nepal. I thank you.
And we extend our bit of gratitude for these very optimistic and encouraging words from the United Nations Conference for Trade and Development. Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, this summit is all about laying a foundation to creating new ties and to bolstering networks, both old and new. And in this regard, today for us is a fresh beginning. And this say finds its relevance in the newer and the changing world realities and the context as as well. And amidst the heightened developments triggered by technology, AI, and whatnot, our needs are shifting, and therefore the importance of coming together. Nepal cannot wait, trust us. Nepal cannot wait to reap from your expertise, your resources, your knowledge to create that essence of solidarity and prosperity together. Thank you one more time for your very, very valued presence herein. Said that, ladies and gentlemen, we will now be hearing from high representatives from our very, very esteemed and close allies, friends, partners since a long, long time now. Friendships that date back ages old, and they would be introduced by their excellencies, the ambassadors of the friend nations who represent them. Ladies and gentlemen, the friendship, support, and collaboration have yielded countless opportunities of growth and progress for Nepal, and they continue to shape the trajectory of Nepal's development journey. Said that, and with immense gratitude, I have the pleasure, first and foremost, of inviting upon podium His Excellency, the Ambassador Dean R. Thompson, the Ambassador of the United States to Nepal.
Honorable Prime Minister, distinguished members of the Cabinet, esteemed guests and participants, it's really a pleasure to be here to have an opportunity to introduce some friends of Nepal in our video. But quickly, I just want to say, for 77 years, the United States has been a steadfast partner working closely with Nepal on its development journey, and we're so proud that as we look forward for the next 77 years, we're poised to invest billions of grant-based assistance in developing infrastructure, transportation sectors, health sectors, and many, many other areas of Nepal. And working together, we want to strengthen the business climate and make Nepal indeed a fine destination for investment. Congratulations on this summit, and I would turn people's attention to the video screens to see some friends of Nepal from Washington with their greetings.
The United States is deeply committed to Nepal's economic future. For over 7 decades, the United States has worked with the Nepali people, its government, and the vibrant private sector to attract investment, to strengthen the business climate, and to make sure this economic growth benefits people at all levels of Nepali society.
I had the unforgettable experience of visiting Nepal last year, and I saw firsthand the deep cultural heritage, the incredible natural beauty, and of course the inspiring people that make Nepal unique. From tourism to clean energy, agribusiness to IT, Nepal provides a significant emerging opportunity for investment. As Nepal graduates from least developed country status in 2026, this summit is of paramount importance, as are the government of Nepal's continued steps to adopt pro-growth reforms and further build on its impressive democratic progress. USAID is looking forward to continued partnership with the government and with the private sector to generate additional growth and opportunity for the people of Nepal.
The United States is committed to supporting Nepal's economic growth. DFC has committed more than $270 million in projects across Nepal to support Nepal's vital economic sectors, including technology, agriculture, and energy. We have focused on improving, particularly strengthening women's economic empowerment. And we know that there is much more that we can do together. Together, we can invest in Nepal's infrastructure and help support economic growth across the country. And we at DFC are ready to do our part.
Nepal and the United States have a long history of bilateral ties based on our shared principles and values. I saw the importance of this common foundation when I visited Nepal last year and witnessed firsthand the immense potential for growth in our relationship. I'm excited for this summit because I see how much opportunity exists for Nepal and the United States to expand our business and investment ties. I look forward to seeing how both Nepal and the United States find ways to make Nepal's business climate welcoming to U.S. investment and how we can continue working together to build up our relationship.
$500 million Nepali-led MCC compact supports clean and reliable energy and safer roads and aims to create tens of thousands of new jobs for Nepalis and facilitate robust cross-border trade in clean energy. By helping Nepal achieve these national priorities, businesses will be encouraged and enabled to sustain and grow their investments.
Through these partnerships, the United States also supports the government of Nepal on policy reforms to attract even more business interests, making it easy for local businesses to grow and helping the government deliver on its promise of an inclusive and prosperous democracy for all Nepalis.
The U.S. government is looking forward to supporting Nepal as it realizes its incredible potential as a global destination for business.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you indeed. May I now invite up on stage the Regional Director of the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, Mr. Ben Mellor.
Right Honourable Prime Minister, distinguished guests, namaste. Last year, the UK and Nepal marked 100 years of friendship, uniquely certified by treaty. Our sights are now firmly fixed on the next 100 years, which can and must be an investment-driven epoch for our old friend. I am delighted to be back in Nepal. Less than 2 months ago, I had the privilege of congratulating the new government on its second day in office. And here we are already celebrating a major milestone, this third Nepal Investment Summit. Today's event follows a successful investment conference held in the City of London last year, where Nepal garnered significant interest as an investment destination. And momentum is building. Over recent weeks, the Nepal government has enacted by legislation or by ordinance important economic reforms, which we've heard about this morning, which will make it easier for many gathered here to invest in Nepal. I commend these efforts and encourage rapid implementation to ensure Nepal secures the investment it needs. As the UK Minister for Development underlined during his own recent visit, the private sector is the engine of development. Only the private sector can drive development and create jobs at the rate necessary to keep the kids in the country and consolidate Nepal's graduation from LDC status. This summit sets us on that path, mobilising domestic and foreign direct investment to upgrade infrastructure, harness hydro, expand big business, and build a market in which SMEs, the engine of employment, can flourish. I am delighted that our UK delegation at this summit reflects the full bandwidth of UK-Nepal economic relations. Our delegation is reinforced by His Majesty's Trade Commissioner for South Asia and by senior representatives of the UK Development Finance Institution, BII. They are joined by a range of experts, some of whom already invest here, and some of whom are indeed proud UK Nepalis. I'm pleased to finish my remarks by introducing a short video from two British ministers, Minister Trevelyan and Minister Mitchell, both card-carrying members of the Nepal Fan Club and equally passionate about improving your investment climate. Like them, I wish everyone a successful investment summit. Thank you very much.
Namaste. It is a real privilege for my colleague, Minister Andrew Mitchell, and myself to speak to you today as you gather at the Nepal Investment Summit. We are so sorry that we cannot be with you there in person. Our bilateral relationship, dating back to 1816, is a testament to the close and warm relationship between us and ties between our people which have strengthened over time. I cherish the very warm welcome that I received in Nepal last year during the celebrations of 100 years since the signing of the Treaty of Friendship between our two countries.
Now, my own recent visit to Nepal left me in awe of your country's enormous potential. Multiple sectors, whether that's tourism, hydropower, digital or agriculture. And we have no doubt that investors will find these investment opportunities attractive. The strong growth potential, combined with a chance to build lasting networks, can help businesses achieve their aims while helping your economy grow. Regional energy trade will get a significant boost if businesses can harness the untapped potential of the vast hydro resources. That will not only deliver practical benefits, but also combat climate change at the same time.
Since 2012, we have supported Investment Board Nepal, which has mobilised over £1 billion in investments, including for the Arun 3 hydropower project. Our development finance institution, British International Investment, has committed £125 million in Nepal and is actively scoping new investment opportunities.
And during my recent visit, I launched the UK's new development portfolio. Between now and 2030, we will provide £400 million to attract more than £1 billion in investment. We support your determination to create a conducive environment for investors and stand ready to work together on the necessary reforms for making Nepal an attractive destination for foreign capital.
We hope that this summit will be a great success, and we look forward to working closely with you to further strengthen our partnership. Thank you.
Thank you indeed. Thank you indeed to the high dignitaries and to Mr. Mello. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I invite up on stage His Excellency Ambassador of India to Nepal, Mr. Naveen Srivastava.
Right Honorable Prime Minister of Nepal, Pushpakamal Dahal Prachandaji, Honorable former Prime Minister of Nepal, Sher Bahadur Debaji, Honorable Finance Minister, Varsman Punji, other ministers of the Government of Nepal, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for giving me this opportunity to participate in the 3rd Nepal Investment Summit and also to introduce the speech by our Commerce and Industry Minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal, who unfortunately cannot join us physically today because of the ongoing elections in India. Before the speech, let me share a few thoughts about India-Nepal relationship and economic relationship in particular, and what both our governments have done in the last few years to strengthen it further. As is well known and have been spoken by earlier speakers, India and Nepal share civilizational ties, cultural, traditional links, since times immemorial form a unique bedrock as we develop our multifaceted relationship in the modern times. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi and our neighborhood first policy, it has been our endeavor to work with the government of Nepal to create an enabling environment for benefit of both peoples. It is indeed a matter of great satisfaction that India today is the biggest cumulative FDI investor in Nepal, with more than 33% of Nepal's FDI stock currently, which amounts to about 89 billion Nepali rupees. This investment trend continues its positive trajectory, and in recent times we've seen new investments coming in sectors such as construction, automobiles, or FMCG. This is apart from the huge investment that India and Indian companies are making in the hydropower sector. As we look to the future, the Government of India will continue to encourage Indian industry to invest further in Nepal. The large presence of the Indian delegation today is a reflection of that commitment. We would also be launching a new investment guide for investment by Indian companies in Nepal in collaboration with the Nepal-India Chambers of Commerce and Industry. As governments, it has been our endeavor to not only encourage and facilitate business investments, but also to create infrastructure facilities and ease regulations which will organically foster greater economic linkages. Towards this end, the Government of India is working towards several initiatives by providing grants for building integrated checkposts, 3 of which have been made functional, 2 more are being built. We've launched cross-border digital payments to facilitate an ever greater number of Indian tourists coming to Nepal. Indian tourists already constitute the largest number of foreign visitors to Nepal. And as speakers earlier said, in the last few years, hydropower exports from Nepal to India have added a new dimension to our ties. Last year alone, Nepal exported about 650 megawatts of power to India, earning a considerable revenue, which constituted about 10% of Nepal's total export to India, or 7% of Nepal's global exports. To further foster this, our 2 governments have also concluded a long-term agreement on power trade, which was finalized during Right Honorable Prime Minister's visit to India last year. At present, we are also discussing a trilateral power trade between India, Nepal, and Bangladesh. The vast demand for clean energy in South Asia, with a combined population of close to 2 billion people, provides an opportunity for Nepal to further boost its hydropower potential, and in the process to ensure economic development. In this regard, the choices that we make now can be the vehicle to convert the vision of Nepal to become, to foster inclusive economic growth. And I'm glad that the long-term power agreement was taken at the initiative of Right Honorable Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachandaji and Prime Minister Modi. To regional economic integration in South Asia through such supply chains can form a new avenue of growth between India, Nepal, and the rest of the South Asia. I hope today's this investment summit would provide an opportunity to discuss and other aspects for how to further boost regional economic integration in South Asia. Before I conclude and invite you to hear our Minister for Commerce and Industry, Mr. Piyush Goyal, let me also thank both IBN and the Government of Nepal, as well as other agencies, for putting together this fabulous event. Thank you.
Namaskar, esteemed participants of the Nepal Investment Summit 2024. Truly a privilege and honor to address this august gathering. While I regret not being able to join you in person on this momentous occasion, I am confident that we will have many more opportunities to connect and collaborate in the future. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the Government of Nepal for hosting the Nepal Investment Summit 2024 under the theme Emerging Nepal. Nepal and India not only share a border, but also a deep-rooted friendship and a vision for a prosperous future. India has always been a trusted partner in Nepal's development journey. Friends, the unique ties between our two nations are built on long-standing people-to-people connections that have stood the test of time. Nepal is a key partner in India's neighborhood first policy, and it reflects in our continued collaboration. And we cooperate on projects in hydropower and connectivity. Reiterating the words of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, I quote, "We will continue to strive to take India-Nepal ties to Himalayan heights." Investing in Nepal is not just about seeking profitable ventures. It's about contributing to the progress and prosperity of a nation with immense potential. Friends, I am confident that going forward, we will continue to work as friends, we will continue to invest in Nepal, we will continue to expand our trading and business relationship. I urge investors from around the globe, including India, to seize this opportunity and become a part of emerging Nepal. May this business summit be a grand success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Immensely grateful we are to their excellencies for adding this extra value to this forum, for their great reflections and insightful sharings. And to all the high dignitaries, thank you so much for adding all that value through your insightful statements and by being a part of this summit, which, as said earlier, is of paramount importance to all of us. So that, ladies and gentlemen, we move further on now, and yes, allow me to reiterate that the statements coming from the inaugural ceremony is of central importance for us as they set the tone for the rest of the proceedings spread across the 2 days we are under this roof. And they are central again, in fact pivotal to guiding, creating a base and guiding and giving direction and food to the expert-led deliberations across the 2 days we are here. So that now we turn to our honorable leaders who have been close to the policy reins for a long time now, bring along a plethora of experience and a vision that stands strong with the spirit that they bring along to this forum, and whose presence, ladies and gentlemen, itself is a testament of their sensitivity, commitment and solidarity to the national development and prosperity of Nepal, and a reflection of their gratitude and the great value Nepal accords to your very valuable presence amidst us here in Kathmandu today. So that, please join me in inviting to share his remarks former Prime Minister and leader of the opposition party, Honorable Mr. Sher Bahadur Deuba.
Right, Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Pushpakamal Dahal Prachandaji, Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, leaders from the private sector, eminent business persons from around the world, ladies and gentlemen. A warm good morning to you all. Thank you, Prime Minister, for hosting this important summit and inviting me to speak a few words of this inaugural session this morning. Let me also extend warm welcome to our distinguished guests who have traveled all the way to Kathmandu to attend this summit. I am confident that the deliberations in the summit and various instruments of cooperation and partnership that will be exchanged during the summit will pave the way to greater flow of investment in Nepal. Nepal is still a least developed country. We confront huge development challenges, while our country has huge potential for development. We lack adequate capital and appropriate technology to realize development benefits. In this context, the convening of this high-level event assumes a particular significance. My party, Nepali Congress, initiated economic reform reform in Nepal back in 1990. Nepali Congress government liberalized the economy, invited private sectors, and created a conducive environment for foreign investment. During that short span of period, our government reoriented the policies, revised old laws, brought in new laws, realized the public expenditure and initiated the liberal income tax regime. Nepal's investment regime is now liberal in terms of sector open for foreign investment, tax policies, and repatriation earnings. Amongst all sectors are open to foreign investment. Agriculture, tourism, infrastructure, development, mines, minerals, manufacturing, tourism, hydropower and ITR, some of the key sectors where domestic and foreign investment will have transformative impact. Foreign investment is protected by domestic law and various international instruments to which our country is party. I have come to know that the government has expressed its willingness to conclude bilateral investment protection
we gather here, I am filled with profound optimism and confidence that Nepal is emerging as a premier investment destination offering boundless opportunities for global investors. Nepal is the land of Gautam Buddha, Mount Everest and brave people. Equally, it is a country that wholeheartedly welcomes foreign investment. Nepal stands at the center of opportunities, welcoming investors with its untapped potential. Our unwavering commitment to liberal economic policies lays the foundation for a vibrant and investor-friendly business environment. We are strongly committed to carry out continuous reform to facilitate the investor, industrialists, innovators, and easing of doing business. In this context, the government of Nepal has recently amended 8 different laws governing business and boost the investor confidence to invest in Nepal. Distinguished guests, as a nation of peace and stability, we have created a conducive environment for economic growth and prosperity. The federal system of governance ensures a balanced development approach, fostering social and economic transformation across the nation. Nepal provides a number of incentives to foreign investors, including a robust regulatory framework, provision for the avoidance of double taxation, protection of intellectual property rights, competitive corporate taxation, among others. Government of Nepal has recently approved the framework of Bilateral Investment Agreement, BIA, which aims to protect and promote bilateral investment. I encourage all of our friendly nations to consider signing the BIA at the earliest. Our liberalized policy encourages foreign investment in prioritized sectors. Our skilled workforce and low labor cost present an attractive proposition for international investors. Provision of national and non-discriminatory treatment to all FDIs and guaranteed the repatriation in foreign currency further enhance the attractiveness of the investing in Nepal. Distinguished guests, with over 60% of Nepal's population falling within the working age group and a rapidly expanding middle class population, shows the immense potential for consumer-driven growth. Furthermore, our skilled labor force, comprising a significant number of foreign language-speaking youths, helps the international investor to find favorite local workforce in Nepal. Nepal provides a number of investment opportunities across diverse sectors, including tourism, agriculture, manufacturing, ICT, garments, high-value crop infrastructure, to mention a few. Our hydropower potential holds the promise of abundant renewable and clean energy supply, while the tourism sector beacons with its rich cultural heritage and natural beauty. Although Nepal has a huge potential of 3,200 megawatt have been harnessed so far, and about 5,568 megawatt large-scale power projects are under construction or in the pipeline with execution through public-private partnership (PPP) modality. This explicitly shows the enormous opportunities to invest in hydropower sector in Nepal. The existing and planned cross-border transmission line with India and China facilitates energy exchange within the region. To facilitate the power cooperation within the region, we have signed power trade agreement with India, MOU for power sector cooperation with China, and MOU for power export with Bangladesh. The tourism industry stands as a significant contributor to the economy, evidenced by the arrival of over 1.2 million international tourists in 2023, marking a notable 17% increase from the previous year. Likewise, the IT sector is experiencing a steady upward trajectory with a remarkable growth rate of around 65% in service export over 2021. Additionally, Nepal presents opportunities for the export of high-value cash crop, further enhancing its investment appeal and contributing to economic growth. The ready-made garment and Nepali carpet are also the major products being exported to the global market and renowned for their quality, having huge potential for investment. The operation of two special economic zones alongside several others in the development phase throughout the nation underscore our unwavering economic growth and industrial development. Currently, Nepal has 10 operational industrial districts with plans to develop 6 more, which ensure low initial investment and access to essential infrastructure and support service. Nepal's strategic location, situated between emerging markets, India and China, signifies it as an ideal investment destination. Duty-free access to this market, facilitated by regional agreement SAFTA and BIMSTEC as well as free trade arrangement, ensure the bilateral and regional markets. To facilitate the smooth inflow of international private investment, the Department of Industry serves as the approving agency for investment less than 6 billion rupees, while the Investment Board Nepal handles investment exceeding 6 billion rupees or energy project with over 200 megawatts. Both government agencies are committed to provide eased and facilitated one-stop service within stipulated time frame to both domestic and international investors. Investment in Nepal is profitable, as witnessed in the case of various companies operating in Nepal with significant foreign investment. The share of repatriation of dividend of these companies remains impressive, which demonstrates the profitable investment environment in Nepal. Distinguished guests, the agreement and exchange of Memorandum of Understanding MOU witnessed just a moment ago symbolizes the beginning of a new era of collaboration and partnership. I believe this will have a result in the very near future. I also believe that during this important today's event, some declaration will be made at different level, government to business and government, and this will project Nepal as a global investment destination. The multitude of projects to be showcased at this summit herald the vast opportunities of investment in Nepal, with the promise of tangible outcomes benefiting both our nation and potential investor. As we embark on this collective journey, I am confident that Nepal's immediate goal of achieving sustainable and high economic growth in the coming decade is well within the reach through the partnership with private sector, both domestic and foreign. With the collaboration and support of all, I am optimistic that we will harness Nepal's economic potential and chart a course toward economic transformation and prosperity. I believe that the presence of government and the leader of the opposition and the collective commitment for the environment clearly proves that Nepal is one in this mission. At the end, I express my warmest wishes to all the delegates for a fruitful and productive summit. We would be reaching to you to materializing the outcomes of this summit. May your time in Nepal be filled with inspiration, collaboration, and opportunity. Together, let us pave the way for a brighter future. Wishing you a pleasant stay in Nepal. Thank you. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Right Honourable Prime Minister, for your very optimistic thoughts and great vision. And thank you for gracing us today with your very valuable presence. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a Herculean task to craft all this together, tailor everything around the summit, because we wanted to create a very strong foundation, a foundation for a new era, just as similarly to what the Right Honourable Prime Minister put it, a new era of collaboration and partnership for Nepal with the friends across the world. And the IBN, with its strategic approach to investment promotion, has over the years fostered an environment of trust and cooperation between the government, private sectors, and international investors. And it's been a race, a very high race for the IBN and the entire team itself. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we applaud the entire team of IBN, who's been working day and night under the supervision and guidance of the Right Honourable Prime Minister, the Finance Minister, as well as the entire government team, may I invite now to extend the vote of thanks, the leadership himself, the CEO, who is also the Member Secretary of the Nepal Investment Summit 2024 Steering Committee, Mr. Sushil Bhatta, to extend the formal vote of thanks.
Right Honourable Prime Minister and Chairperson of IBN, Honourable Deputy Prime Ministers, Honourable Finance Minister and Coordinator of NIS 2024, former Honourable Prime Minister, Chairman Sitka, His Excellency Ambassadors, Regional Director, FCDO, Vice President from World Bank Group, ADB, and Acting BP from AIIB, President of SAARC Chamber of Commerce and Industries, Senior Vice President, US Chamber of Commerce, Lead of Delegations, CII, Presidents of FNC, CI, CNI, and NCC, distinguished delegates, guests, ladies and gentlemen, and friends from media, very good afternoon. It is with great pleasure and honor that I stand before you today amidst this august gathering of minds and ideas. I warmly welcome you all to the third Nepal Investment Summit 2024. Your presence today signifies a shared commitment to growth and sustainable development, thereby shaping a brighter future for generations to come. We are delighted to welcome delegates from around the world representing different countries and companies. With around 800 foreign delegates from more than 60 countries and over 1,000 delegates from Nepal, the diversity of perspectives gathered here today is truly remarkable. This summit builds on the successes of past summits, each a stepping stone towards our collective vision of attracting substantial investments. As we gather here, we continue the legacy of those who have tirelessly worked to showcase Nepal's vast potential on the global stage. I extend my deepest gratitude to our Right Honourable Prime Minister for gracing us with memorable and inspiring address. Special thankfulness to Honourable Finance Minister for your steadfast determination, guidance and leadership for organizing this summit. And my heartfelt appreciation to Honourable former Prime Minister for your gracious presence today, showcasing collective vision of our political leadership in promoting and leveraging private sector investments, including FDI in Nepal. I am deeply honored for the insightful address shared by our distinguished guests, which have added significant depth and breadth to our discussions. A special thanks to our valued development partners for their continuous support for promoting private sector investment and in turn creating a conducive business environment in Nepal. A special gratitude to UK FCDO for facilitating in organizing this investment summit. A special thanks to Chairperson, Chief Secretary, and members of the Implementation Committee, Secretariat, and my team, Technical Committee, the Special Task Force for amendment of provisions prevailing in existing Act regulations, and whose tireless efforts have been the backbone of this summit. And extend my heartfelt appreciation to each one of you. And further, I am deeply grateful to the invaluable personnel whose collaborations have amplified the impact of this summit by ensuring the smooth and secure conduct of the event. And moving towards the summit, the first day of the event will embark on our journey with two insightful plenary sessions, and today's first plenary session will delve into the diverse investment opportunities awaiting exploration within Nepal, while the second will spotlight inspiring success stories from investors who have found prosperity within our borders. We will witness a total of 12 sessions, which covers an array of sectors with prior focus on presenting Nepal's potential areas of investments, including green investment opportunities in Nepal. And further, the summit will culminate with a pivotal session on leveraging public-private partnership for infrastructure and services. Discussions from these sessions shall have good takeaways for mobilizing private investments in different potential sectors of Nepal, including leveraging the PPP investment to complement government's development effort. Looking ahead, I anticipate that the discussions and collaborations forged during the summit will pave the way for mobilizing private investments, the country, and paving way for transformative journey towards economic prosperity and sustainable development. It is great appreciation and admiration that I extend my sincere gratitude to Government of Nepal for the recent action in issuing the ordinance for the amendment of Public-Private Partnership and Investment Act 2019. This monumental steps marks a significant achievement for the Investment Board Nepal, and it underscores its journey towards becoming a sustainable, more functional, robust, and autonomous institution. And may we embrace the challenges with courage and possibilities with optimism. Together, let's forge a legacy that resonates far beyond these walls, a legacy of unity and progress through capitalization of boundless potentials. Wishing you all a very pleasant stay and productive time in the event. Thank you and namaste.
Thank you, Mr. Bhatta. May I request you to stay back? To Mr. Bhatta, if I may request you to stay back on stage as I turn to the Honorable Finance Minister, who, in the capacity of the coordinator of the Nepal Investment Summit 2024 Steering Committee, may I humbly request you to make a presentation of a felicitation as a gesture of appreciation and honor to our chief guest, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda. Supervision, the guidance, and the invaluable support that the Right Honorable Prime Minister has extended to us in every leg of drafting and executing this summit that brings the high dignitaries. Thank you to the Right Honorable Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, reaping from all the positivism, optimism, the optimistic thoughts and commitments from our high dignitaries, we carry forth a heightened spirit of collaboration. And together we have the opportunity to unleash Nepal's vast potential. We've already treaded on a step ahead. Thank you to all our distinguished dignitaries, all in attendance. With these words of gratitude, we call the inaugural ceremony off. However, there is a small formality. If I may invite the Chief Secretary of the Government of Nepal, Dr. Vaikunta Aryal, and all the high dignitaries, our esteemed speakers, to join our dignitaries upon stage for a quick group photograph before we disperse, ladies and gentlemen. This is inviting our esteemed speakers to kindly grace us on stage one more time. Requesting the Chief Secretary of the Government of Nepal, Dr. Vaikunta Aryal, to also grace us upon stage as we come to the very... May I also invite upon stage Honorable Deputy Prime Ministers, the Honorable Ministers as well as Province Chiefs who are gracing us today at this very august occasion. And ladies and gentlemen, please note that our Honorable Deputy Prime Ministers and Ministers will be part of the panel discussions and the plenaries that are the very important part of this event. May I also invite the Honorable Ministers upon stage, please, and our Provincial Chiefs, all the high dignitaries, if you could grace us upon stage for a photograph. May I invite the Deputy Chief of Mission of the Embassy of China up on stage as well? Sir.
क्रिप्टोकरेन्सीज या टोकन्सहरु छ त्यसलाई एउटा कम्पनीको स्टक जस्तो भनेर लिन मिल्यो
मलाई चाहिँ त्यो स्टकसँग गाबेको चाहिँ मनै पर्दैन क्या स्टक्स भने चाहिँ यु आर ओनिङ सर्टेन % अफ अ कम्पनी दैट्स